everyone, happy Halloween! I love Halloween because free candy is involved. Of course, now I can just go and buy candy, which is way less fun. Somehow the free Halloween candy just tastes better. I remember when I first moved to the US when I was about 8 and I heard about this thing called Halloween. I was like, what? Hang on a second. People just give you free candy and all I gotta do is like put a sheet over my head. Of course, being Asian, my parents won't let me dress up as anything too scary because they believe that costumes like demons or monsters would bring bad luck to the household. And of course, my parents would never let me eat all the candy because it's bad for me. So I would be forced to actually eat most of my candy before I actually got home, which was not all that fun the day after. Also, I love Halloween because of all the shows on TV that would be about ghosts and hauntings, and all my favorite TV shows would have their Halloween episodes. My favorite show every year is still The Simpsons' Treehouse of Horror. Anyway, speaking of ghosts and hauntings, here are some of the most terrifying ghost sightings ever to be caught on camera. Number 1, the ghost of Alcatraz. I've been to Alcatraz and I'll tell you firsthand, that place is a creep show. The most memorable part of my tour was when they led us to where the solitary confinement cells were, and I actually went inside one and sat down. I literally sat down for like 3 seconds before I was so creeped out I had to leave. The door wasn't even closed. It was just too freaky. Anyway, check out this photo. This was taken by Celery Walsh, a teaching assistant from the UK. She took a picture of the visitation block window, and when she looked at the picture, yeah, there's a woman there. You can see her hair, you can see she's wearing a hat, you can even see her face. So here's what the visitation window looks like without the ghost and with the ghost. She seems to be dressed like someone from a different era. I wonder what her story could be. It's probably someone who maybe had a loved one locked away in Alcatraz and visited often, and then she died, but her spirit still visits the prison looking for her loved one for all of eternity. You gotta add that one line after every single ghost story. For all of eternity. It's never like ghosts haunt a place for like 10 years, you know? She died, but she still haunts her house for another 10 years. A lot less creepy, a lot less dramatic. Number 2, the ghost of Hampton Court. I actually remember seeing this story on CNN when it was first reported, and I thought that it was so cool because I never thought CNN would actually report on a ghost story. So Hampton Court was owned by Henry VIII in 1528 and is said to be haunted by the king along with his wives, Jane Seymour and Catherine Howard. In 2003, security staff were alerted when a pair of heavy wooden doors bursted open. So the security staff raced to check the doors only to find nothing there. It was only when they later inspected CCTV cameras they discovered a mysterious figure draped in a cloak, basically dressed like Shakespeare, arriving at the doorway shortly before they arrived. This is crazy because take a look, this ghost is just walking and it's opening a door. Number 3, the hooded figure at Ye Old Man and Scythe Pub. Ye Old Man and Scythe in Bolton dates back to 1251 and is said to be haunted by the 7th Earl of Derby, James Stanley. So check this out. This crazy footage shows lights starting to flicker at the pub, and then a hooded figure appears near the bar, and this is during the night. When manager Toby Dooley arrived at the pub next morning, he saw a glass smashed on the floor, so he checked the security camera. That's when he spotted the shadowy figure and found that the camera had mysteriously stopped recording at 6:18 a.m. Number 4, the drunk ghost at Carlisle Castle Hotel Bar. Here's my question. Why do ghosts go around breaking stuff? I mean, maybe because they're bored and want some attention, but in that case, you know what? Cook a meal, do the dishes, do something helpful. But no, they just go around and, destroy stuff, turning off lights. That's just annoying. Honestly, if ghosts are trying to scare people, I'd be more scared if I'm walking into my house and there's a pot pie cooking in my oven. Because, if you're home and something flies off the wall or lights flicker, yeah, you'd be scared, but you'd probably be like, yeah, that's just some ghost being a ghost. But if you walk into your supposedly empty house and see a pot pie in the oven, then you're freaking out and confused. That's like the worst. You walk around all day thinking, is somebody secretly living at my house? Or like, am I losing my mind? Anyway, here at the Carlisle Castle Hotel Bar, this ghost, I assume, is this shadowy figure here. And then it's throwing expensive bottles of wine around. And then it throws a glass off the counter in front of a waitress, scaring everybody. Number 5, the ghost princess of Lee's Castle. I've said many times before that the creepiest ghosts are children ghosts. Lee's Castle is said to be haunted by a 13-month-old princess. The girl, believed to have been the daughter of Henry VIII, is said to have died from a wound to the head while she was playing in her bedroom. An overnight camera was set up here, and you can see an apparition of a little child. Looks like someone with dark hair. Looks like it was squatting and then slowly stands up. Yep, if I was there at that point, I'm gonna pee my pants a little. That's like the worst, you know? Like, let's say you're in this castle walking around at night and then you are lost. Then you wander upon a little girl, especially a girl with like long dark hair, and she's sitting on the floor with her face in her knees and her hair covering the rest of her face, and then she's just sobbing. So then you go up to her and ask her like, "Are you lost, little girl?" And all of a sudden she looks up and her face is all messed up and she stands up and starts chasing you. Worst nightmare ever. Speaking of nightmares, why can't I ever run fast in nightmares? All right, guys, let me know your thoughts on all those hauntings. Do you believe that they are real? Also, let me know what you're dressing up as on this Halloween. And please post your Halloween photos on my new Facebook page. Yay, we now have a Facebook page for Beyond Science. The link to the Facebook page is in the description box below, so please go there. Please like my page. That would be really awesome. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Happy Halloween. See you later.